is you also wrote a paragraph about there's a boat and it has a hole in. Okay? You can jump to another boat or you can fix that hole. And that's the same thing we see in all of our patients around the world today, whether they're children, adults, people with cancer, diabetes, little children with autism. What we see, people are chasing quick fixes. They're chasing instant gratification. You have a pain, you immediately want to take care of the pain, which is good because the body should be comfortable, but they're not changing their lifestyles. They're not doing anything to address the root cause of why the pain keeps coming. So they're changing boats without fixing the hole, and they're coming back with chronic illness, which is caused by lifestyle. So I think I wanted to start off with food. We use food as medicine. Today we've understood, although I specialize in nutrition, I would say nutrition is 5% of the game. Because we've noticed if the person's mindset is in the right way, his emotional health, food doesn't matter. If you have the wrong emotions, you choose the wrong foods. When you're happy, you tend to choose the right foods. I saw this beautiful saying over here, Gurudev, about eating is a sacred act. Can you take us more into depth? Because we try to encourage people that your meal time is a sacred time. You may be the CEO of a company, a billionaire, or whoever, but your meal time is a sacred time for digestion. And I linked it with what I read here this morning. So could you take us a little bit?
Our body has 5 sheets. The first is the environment. And the environment includes the food in it. Then comes the physical body. If your environment is polluted, if the air is no good, if the water is no good, if your food is all grown with so much chemicals, you cannot maintain a healthy body. It's the basic thing that you need to care for. You need to have trees. Even if you are living in an apartment in a very big city like Mumbai, you should keep some plants inside the home. Some money plant and there are different, what is that, mother-in-law's tongue. And plants like this cleanses the air. So that's our first sheet. Second sheet of ours is the physical body. This body needs little exercise and it needs caring. And we have to honor its biological clock which is inbuilt in it. The third thing is emotions. Thoughts and emotional body. So the fourth is the intuitive body. The fifth is the blissful body that we have. To cut short, I would say, unless you take care of your environment and the physical body, your thoughts will be in a mess. And reverse or vice versa also. If you're taking care of your thought, your emotion, your body also gets stronger. It's able to withstand the onslaught from the nature. On an average, an individual takes about 2 kilos of food every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, in between snacks. I don't know what you recommend to people, but what I see is normally people take 2 kilos of food and around 2.5 liters of liquids. But you know how much air they breathe in? 10,000 liters every day. So 90% of the nutrition for your body comes to you through air. And we breathe very shallow. We use only 30% of our lung capacity. So if you learn to breathe properly, take deeper breaths and do some breathing exercise every day, morning, evening, and use your full lung capacity, that itself can revitalize your body to a great extent.
Absolutely. I've seen that when I encourage a lot of fasting, but not all this 16, 18, 20. Circadian rhythm. Sunset to sunrise. That 12 hours, your body works for you. Its intelligence works for you. And we see people, they wake up, they do their yoga, pranayama, they're not even hungry then. For the next 4 to 5 hours, without pushing themselves into a structure of 18, 20 hours, they're just extended. So we know oxygen is 100% energy to the body. But I wanted to ask you this one point, in regards to oxygen. Like you said, before we eat a meal, what you just said has already been scientifically proven, and yet whatever scientifically proven, people still don't follow. They did this test in Sweden where they had 2 groups of children. They were given a meal, same meal, and the groups were separated. One only had to focus on food. The other was shown cartoons to eat. Okay, so that group ate mindlessly. with no focus on their breathing shallow, okay, the absorption of iron and calcium was not even 90%. And the group that ate their meal and then went to watch TV had a 90% absorption of calcium and oxygen, showing that most people, even eating great food today, but mindlessly, are not absorbing most of their
without
nutrients.
attention in it.
With no attention.
Because your attention enlivens not only you, but also the environment.
You just said you don't know what I recommend to people. I recommend to people what works for them. There's no fixed diet in the world. Nothing. Some people have 3 meals, some people need 4 meals, some people manage with 2 meals, but whatever makes them feel good and gives them energy to go through their day.
You teach them to listen to their body.
Absolutely. Because I don't think there's any intelligence beyond that where I can tell you how many calories you need. Science can tell me that you need maybe roughly 2,000 calories, but your body may need 1,500 because, like you said, you're getting it from oxygen. You're not expending and depleting energy. So there are all these factors that we have to take in. So what are your favorite foods?
No, I better don't say.
This is not a test question. This is not a test question. I eat everything. So no, what are your favorite foods? I'm sure people would love to.
Once a lady in London asked me the same question, what's your favorite food? I said, no, whatever you make. And she kept poking me more deeper, and she said, do you like idli? Do you like this? Do you like that? And finally, she asked me, do you like doklas? She was a Gujarati lady. I said, oh yeah, I like it, you make. So she not only made me doklas, but she called all her friends, said, Gurudev loves doklas. You know what happened? Next 15 days, I got them for breakfast, lunch, dinner, for snacks, everywhere. So then I said, no, I'm not going to talk about this. Same thing happened in Canada. Once I was there, and that was the first time I discovered marshmallows. We don't see marshmallows in India. So they got this fluffy, sponge-like balls, a big packet of, they kept it near my table, and I asked them, what is this? They said, marshmallows. So please try. Why don't you try? When I tried them, then I asked me, did you like it? I said, yes. Just imagine what happened. Right? So same with Pringles, it happened. Someone brought me Pringles. Do you like it? I said, yes. Then they spread the message, Gurudev loves Pringles. And everyone, I saw people coming to me with them. So I better say, I like everything and nothing.
Thanks for sharing that. I want to talk about sugar because, of course, everything in moderation is absolutely fine. Ancient India has grown up with teaspoon of sugar in their chai twice a day. We had no issues at all. But today, with the overindulgence of sugar, what is your take on sugar and your advice to people? White refined sugar.
I am totally against refined sugar. Because when I read this research that just 1 teaspoon of sugar can bring down your immune system by 50% for next 2.5, 3 hours, I said bye to it. And I tell people to say bye to refined sugar. Instead, I would tell them take coconut sugar or jaggery, other honey. There are other
absolutely. So children and parents, please listen to this because we've shown you how even a can of aerated drinks decreases your immune system for the next 9 to 10 hours. And we know every disease possible today happens when we have a low immune system. So, that explains a lot of people today who are fit. They come and they've gotten cancer. Like great bodies, they do everything. And then we have to explain to them, you could be the fittest person, but your immune system is compromised for even 3 to 4 hours. Correct. You're susceptible to anything.
Correct.
So so jaggery, pure honey, these are the things that we also encourage. The connections, Gurudev, that we see with cancer, because we're constantly, the first thing, if anyone who has cancer comes to us, even before we've seen their reports, they may be in another part of the world, we say stop white sugar immediately, because that's the feeding mechanism of cancer cells. But yet, we're yet to find people and the whole community agree to this fact that your cells are living organisms. They are taking energy from sugar, which is quick energy, and multiplying. And we're trying to make those changes.